Assalamu alaikum, Facebook world, YouTube world. Good morning to everyone. It's your brother Supreme X, CEO of Five Money. Got a quick breakdown. Got a quick breakdown this morning. I was inspired by this. I wanted to do this morning because I was reading as I was doing my studies and doing my reading. I ran into something in the book because if you inside of Team Ford, our book of the month is Fake by Robert Kiyosaki, right? Where he dealing with fake money, fake teachers, and fake assets, right? And it's very some stuff is here said that he is breaking down some science and he is pulling the cover and showing us why the elite continue to get wealthier, or they continue to get rich, and the poor and the middle class, we stay in the same spot. We don't never move, right? It's like we're treading water. You tread water, you're not moving anywhere. You're just staying afloat, right? So, and eventually, if you tread water for too long, you're eventually gonna drown, right? So, treading water is not a good thing, you know. So, let me let some more folks get on here. But I wanted to just go into that real quick. Not gonna take too much time. Wanted to go in that real quick and shout out to all the new subscribers to our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is definitely growing, so we want to shout out to y'all too. Thank y'all for that. Shout out to everybody that supported the broadcast because we did have an amazing, powerful broadcast last night. So shout out to everybody for that, and shout out to everybody that has supported and liked us, and shout out to all the new package holders, all the new gold savers on the team as well, because the team is steadily growing because we're going after this 50,000 mark this year, right? So we want the team to be at 50,000 at the end of the year. So as I was reading this, and this is what inspired this Robert Kiyosaki this morning. How do the elite really say keep getting richer or get richer, right? They created fake assets, right? So the fake assets are stocks, mutual funds, bonds, pensions, IRAs. See, these are all fake assets, right? And they and we got proof to prove that because we did a previous video that in the pandemic, right? You got the billionaires, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, all of them have got more wealthier by billions of dollars, right? They wealth has went up tremendously due to the pandemic, right? So clearly something is wrong with that picture, right? Where you got the average American person either looking for another job, waiting on the stimulus check, waiting on the income tax check, right? So something is wrong when you got these elite wealthy people steadily getting paid while we are going further and further into the darkness, suffering of this economy, right? So they have set up an economy where they don't create the economy doesn't grow. They don't create good paying jobs, right? And they don't create new assets. So they created fake assets, and then they got to pump us down with the fake teachers to make us thinking that getting a job is all that we need to do to get out of the rat race, or to just imagine that lifestyle. Living, working from day to day, paying bills, paying rent or mortgage, and you leave your family nothing. You never have time to do what you want to do. You never can get out the bed when you want to get out the bed. See, family, I'm in a position where I can wake up when I want to wake up. I can go to sleep when I want to wake up, go to sleep, right? I seen something last night uh on YouTube with somebody thumbnail to one of their videos, and it said that the real, what did it say, baby? The real lions are the real achievers, are the real successful ones, are the ones that get up at 5 a.m. or they go to sleep at 5 a.m. Right? So, I'm more the ones who go to sleep at 5 a.m. I try to get up at 5, but I go to bed relatively late, 2, 3 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? And I still get up about 6, right? But anyway, so I don't get a lot of sleep because it's just too much going on to do a lot of sleep, right? So how do they get wealthy? How do the elite get richer? They created fake assets. They created an economy where only they win, where they know how to raise up the stock market. They know when to sell off the stocks. They know when to buy the stocks back, right? And they know how to control the economy of a country. that's supposed to be Soviet, but don't have a Soviet bank. See, the Federal Reserve is not a Soviet, it is a Soviet bank, but it's not attached to the government. So the government don't control it. So as long as they can print more dollars and they can have us living, paying check, working check to check, then they can stay and keep getting richer, just like we seeing when we got a pandemic going on, been going on for about 90 days, but the billionaires have got more wealth in the midst of this pandemic, while the average one of us is sitting around looking for a job. I mean, I know brothers and sisters right now, they weren't working and they're just waiting. Well, I'm going to go back to work soon as they open up, and they run right back out there to work, right? I mean, that's sad because we're dealing in the information age, right? Where the introduction age is gone, you know. So you going to work for a power plant, you going to work for a core steels, you going to work these warehouses. That's pretty much dead inside of America. So the time is, when are we going to wake up and start thinking outside of the box? When are we going to start to do what the wealthy do? The wealthy do what? They leverage their currency, they leverage their cash, acquire assets, they get involved in trade and commerce, and they get involved in network marketing. They look for ways to network. They look for systems to get involved in. Rather than trying to create their own system, they will get in the system, right? That's what stocks really is. When a company go public and put their stocks out to the public, what are they saying? You can get involved and make profit from this system by just acquiring a stock, right? And then they have the sell-off when it's low. Then you got the pre-sale. Then you got the regular sale. But when Amazon and all this stuff went public, Facebook, they didn't open that up to the public. See, we being Black in America family, we got to understand that stuff don't come, that information don't come to us when they have those meetings, when a big company finna go public, when a condo in your town about to go public, where you can invest in that type of real estate. They don't get that information, don't come to us when a grocery store like Publix go public, where you can get those stocks. That information don't come to us, right? That's why we don't never, you hardly ever hear somebody getting rich from the stock market that's Black. Why? Because they don't get in the stock market at the start point, at the pre-sale of the stocks. We'll try to get in when it's already, you know, then went further. You know what I'm saying? When it's already $1, when it's already $100 per stock. Now we trying to get it, and now we gambling because now we got to hope it go up. And then we got to sell them all so we don't have enough, right? But we don't know how to network. We don't like networking. We don't like the sales. I mean, all of the wealthy people, they get involved in sales. What is Mark Zuckerberg product? You, me, us having an account. We're his product, right? He's selling our information, but he's still involved in sales. Sales generate the most profit. Not you selling t-shirts, not you ordering books and you selling books. That's cool, right? But that ain't what we're talking about. We're talking about being involved in a compensation plan in a system that has an unlimited compensation plan where you build leverage, right? I can order books and sell these books myself, but that's not going to build me no leverage, and it's really not going to even get me rich, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm selling the books secondhand. You feel what I'm saying? I make a little profit, but how many people got to see? After I buy this book one time, I ain't got to buy it no more if I keep it in shape. I don't never have to buy this book again, right? Good as the book as it is, you know what I'm saying? Great book it is. I can buy this one time and I will never be a recurring customer. So there's no residual income for you into the book industry unless you got something like a bookstore. You know, all of that is cool, right? But we're talking about building wealth. We're talking about building leverage, which we don't know. The elite know how to build leverage. They set up an economy where only they win until we think outside the box, until we transform what's going in here, and then we take that chance, we step out on faith, and then we get involved in something that got the possibility to free us in, if it take 5 years, if it take 3, if it take 10. How long have you been working on a job? and you haven't got free? What if it take 10? And then you can get involved in something where you can still keep your job. You don't even have to quit. That's the best of both worlds. I can build a business on the side and I can work 8 to 10 hours a day. I can let my job pay for my bills and utilities, my necessities, and then everything off my business, I can reinvest it. I just keep building until my business income take care of my job income, and then I can tell the boss, go to hell. Right? So that's the mindset that we got to understand, because, man, listen, it's so sad, family, that so many of us is finna suffer when this dollar fall completely. Some of y'all listening at this stream right now will not go click that link and look at the information. All right? I will make an account and scared to move some currency back towards you. Right? So we have something inside of this system that is called an income producing asset. Right? So when you get the status, it's to generate you more income. It's to generate you more income. Unless you come up with an ideal and go sell it to somebody, you're going to have to put up some money if you're going to get financially free. Right? But it started here. And some of y'all got good credit. Instead of you trying to get that new car, our mortgage at home, well, we just seen a report. They talking about the mortgage crash is coming. So some of y'all finna be out of a home, right? Because you went and jumped into a 20 to 30-year mortgage, then you lost your job. Or your spouse lost your job, lost their job, right? You don't have any portfolio income. You don't have any residual income, and you definitely don't got no passive income, right? You only got earned income. And you went and took a mortgage for 30 years. That's not wise. You went and got a car, got a car loan, I got a car note, financed the car for 5 years, 4 years. But you only pay that off with your job, with your labor, right? But your wealth is being moved away from you to the elite. And you can't even see the trick. You can't even see the scam, right? And then when somebody offers you an opportunity, you have the saying, the cliche, what everybody like to say, is that a pyramid scheme, but you don't know what that is. You don't know that you're functioning in the real pyramid by going to work every day. That's the real pyramid. Why? Because you're going to work to earn what? $1. The dollar is not worth nothing. It ain't worth the ink or the paper that the ink printed on. Right? It's losing spending power every day, every second, because the Federal Reserve is printing more than $1 billion per day. Right? More than $1 billion per day. So your wealth is going down the drain. This is what you're going to work for, giving up your time. God, the creator, the originator, whatever you want to call him, Allah, Jehovah, Jesus, whatever you want to call him, you know what? He gave you two things. Everybody, we can agree on that for the religious community. We can all agree that whatever you call your God, Buddha, Hindu, whatever, the two things that the originator gave every human being is what? Time and free will. Can we agree on that? Time and free will. That's all he gave us. He gave us time and he gave us free will to do whatever we want to do. Right? You can submit to righteousness. You can submit to wickedness. You can be in between. It don't, all that's up. That's your choice. However, the elite know how to shape their minds and set trends and then make us lean a certain type of way. They know how to shape our thinking. If you can control the thinking of a person, you can control that person. So they know how to make trends. They know how to herd the masses into a certain direction, because they know the average one of y'all ain't got time to go get this book and then definitely read it. Sit down and actually read it and intake what's in this book, right? And then we got other books that you ain't got time to sit down and intake. Why? Because you're on the job for 10 to 12 hours a day, 5, 6, 7 days a week. When do you have it? You really don't. I didn't have a job before where I worked 10 hours, 6-7 days a week. So I know the lack of my study why I had that job. Why? Because by the time I came home, took a shower, ate, I was exhausted. Then I was trying to run a business at the same time. So what ended up happening? I ended up falling asleep like to kill myself, leaving the job. Not going to work early in the morning, leaving the job. I'm so exhausted. Right? During the month of Ramadan, the holy month of Ramadan, fasting, not drinking water in the daytime, not eating nothing in the daytime. Working in a hot, what is it called? A garage. We was in like a warehouse, a garage though. But my station is super hot, no air circulation or nothing through there, right? And I like to kill myself and total my car 2 blocks away from the house. I was like a right turn and a left turn, then another right turn in the alley. I was in my backyard, right? And I fell asleep. And I knew then, oh, this got to change. This ain't no, because I was already upset with the tax game. Because I had worked about 80 hours one week. Like, let me tell you, let me say that again. I had worked about 80 hours one week, had cleared about $1,000. I got my check. I had about $725. I said, oh no, this is straight up robbery. No, ain't nowhere in the world. Where this money going? Now, how in the hell can you take $300, or almost $300 of my earned labor for what? This is a scam. How can I get out of it? Then they told me about the exempt thing, and boom, there it was. You feel what I'm saying? Here it is. Man, you can't do that, man. Whatever. Ain't no law to say we got to pay taxes, if you understand, because you can't get around sales taxes anyway. So you still paying taxes, right? Everything has a sales tax to it, right? Regardless on what you're paying. So we just got to understand and don't be afraid, right? You follow what I'm saying? But if I go to work for it, I should keep majority of it, right? I should keep all of it for real. I should keep all of it. But we don't have time to sit around and listen. We don't have time to watch Otto. We don't have time to listen to Otto. We don't have time to pick up books and read it. We don't have time to do the proper research. So we go to Google, or we listen to somebody else, and then we miss our blessing. And then we congratulate people when they get a job. See, that lets you know that the elite got us going and coming and going. Whatever direction we go in, they meet us right there, except the right direction, away from them, right? That's where the most resistance lie at. This is what we have to get a grip on. When the dollar falls, some of y'all are going to kill yourself. Why? Because you heard us telling it to you, warning you, sounding the alarm, and you didn't take the proper action while you could. You would rather wait in the line at Foot Locker and buy the new Jordans that come out to keep getting the owner of Nike rich and keep getting Michael Jordan richer. You would rather do that. You would rather go in the club and throw money. You would rather keep getting high. You would rather keep eating out than eat healthy. The majority of y'all go get married or get a girl that don't even cook for you. Family, I ain't ate out in so long, we don't even know what eating out is. I don't even know what that is, right? Why? Because my wife is free. She can cook. She can stay at home and cook. You don't work a job. But some of you brothers, you don't want a woman unless she got a job. I want an independent woman. Come on, man. So you want to eat out. So when she ain't doing the household chores, now you want to argue and complain. She got to go to work. You want her to work, though. You cool with that. I don't get it. So these are we got to think outside of the box, man. We have been herded to the slaughter. We are easily led in the wrong direction, but hard to leave in the right direction. Right? Now I've been here in your face for 3 whole years, pumping the same system to y'all. preaching the same thing. The message really hasn't changed. We still Karatbars affiliates. We still wealth builders. The only difference that we have changed, we changed our name, upgraded our name to Forward Money from Supreme Edge Currency. That's it. But we're still pushing the same system, still making the same live stream, still talking about the same stuff for 3 whole years. So if we was dealing in the pyramid scheme, don't y'all think we'd have been found out by now? Don't you think we'd have been busted? We on live streams all over Facebook, YouTube. This stream right now, we're on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Yes, this stream is running on YouTube right now and on Facebook, right? At the same time. I didn't even make streams while I was on live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at the same time with 3 different devices, right? So what are we going to do? If we're going to sit around and complain, and then we got the audacity to talk about Donald Trump. Donald Trump turned $1 million into a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Can you do that? Can you turn $100 into $1 million? Can you turn 100 into 1,000? Can you turn 1,000 into 10,000? 10,000 into 100,000? He's not a politician. So I just sit back and laugh at all the so-called black conscious activists when they talk about Donald Trump, but they pay taxes to Donald Trump and his boys. They don't even understand the tax game. But they, oh man, it's the dumbest president we ever had. You think that's why he don't really care? He really laughing at us. It's really mockery to self to even talk about him. Why? Because you work for him. You pay taxes to the elite. So it don't matter who you on the job for. It really don't matter what type of business you got. You still got to pay property taxes. You still got to pay sales taxes. You still got to pay taxes. But the way to minimize taxes is to have a home-based business. This is one of the greatest secrets ever kept away from us. A home-based business. Do what the wealthy, do what the elite do. That's all you got to do. Study them. They all on YouTube. All of this information is out. How the Federal Reserve run, how the central banking run. You can go and watch videos about all this stuff and compare it and pretty much cross-reference it, and all of it pretty much actual facts. Right? You might have a lie in there, here and there, right? But if you study enough and get the right type of books and listen to the real teachers like Robert Kiyosaki, Mike Maloney, these are the real teachers. They telling you what to do. They're exposing the elite. They're exposing them. And why the elite letting them expose them? Because they knowing the majority of people that listen to them won't act on what they hear. They know that. So they let him publish a book like this, where he clearly is talking about the Federal Reserve and the banking system, right? They will let a system like Karatbars come into existence. Why? Because they know the majority of y'all gonna say, oh, that ain't true. That ain't real. The gold ain't real. I don't want to deal with them. They in Germany. They know that. So don't block Karatbars. Let it out. They know the masses is not gonna come to Karatbars in droves by the hundreds and thousands. With this type of system here, family, we should be putting thousands of people into Karatbars per day. But the difference is, when you're dealing with black folks in America, you want a paycheck. That's why a lot of y'all come in, don't make no money in the first month, and then you're gone. We don't understand the science of business. We don't get it. When you're an entrepreneur, you do not work for a paycheck. You might work for months and don't see nothing. You might work for months and don't see nothing. And then as soon as you get to that point where you finna hit that tipping point, you quit. Or you go do something else. So you just missed it. The race is never to the swift. Only to those that can endure. Never to the swift. I've been with Karatbars for 3 years. I ain't did nothing else. Now, if you got a product that you sell personally, like, you know, whatever you selling, that's a person that ain't got a compensation plan attached to it, cool. That's cool and dandy. That ain't you doing multiple deals, right? And I'm not knocking whatever you do. I'm just giving you an example. When you stay the course in something, now I got more people that come in the carrot that I put in the Karatbars now reach out to me. They reach out to me now. Send me the information. Y'all want to get the gold. You still in? They don't even ask, are you still in the gold thing? They know I'm still in the gold thing. Yeah, I'm still in it. You know what I'm saying? People ask, are you still in that gold thing? Yeah, you still with that job thing? Yeah, we still in it. What you mean? Where we going? Why would we go back to something that's a detriment to our health and our longevity? Why would I go back to something after seeing the trick in the scam? This is like witnessing God in the flesh, and then I go back to believing in a spook God. This is like meeting God in person, and then I go back to believing in a spook God, and I met him in person, right? After seeing the scam fully exposed, can break it down all the way to the T. Why would I go back and participate and let myself get tricked again? That don't even make sense, right? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in 1995 made a lecture. I think everybody should go watch it. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna give y'all some study material. Go to YouTube, type in Farrakhan, type in the conspiracy of the international bankers. Watch that lecture all the way through. After you watch that lecture, the next assignment, what you go and watch, is The Hidden Secrets of Money by Mike Maloney. What you hear the minister say and break down, Mike Maloney going to give it to you in graphic detail so you can visualize it. The minister going to give it to you by word, so now you can see. You want to get the starter who exposed it first. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan exposed it first. Him and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, right? But in this era of time, the minister exposed it first, right? In the late mid-90s, right? Mike Maloney really took and studied what the minister said and then made a series out of it called The Hidden Secrets of Money. We got videos with it now, right? You can let your children watch it and they get it instantly. I can bring my 4-year-old and my 3-year-old over here right now. They already know the difference between currency and money. They 4 and 3. It is that simple. It is that simple. It ain't complicated at all. So everybody that's watching, go and watch. Do you know how long I've been trying to get folks into crypto? It's like I got a demo tape nobody want to listen to. All right, yes, sir. So, family, go and watch that. That's the assignment for tonight. Farrakhan, just go to YouTube. It's on YouTube for free. Farrakhan, The Conspiracy of the International Bankers. After you watch that, type in Mike Maloney and watch The Hidden Secrets of Money. And the full scam of this dollar debt system, the Federal Reserve, is going to be laid out to you totally. The clothes, we're going to pull they got, because see, they put on the clothes of truth. So Naked Truth has been trying to get his clothes back. And now it has been got back. So Naked Truth is putting on his clothes and stripping the scam. Putting it back on, family. The lie has ran off with the clothes. So now we're getting the clothes back. So go and do those two things right there. Then you will understand, and then you will be able to see Karatbars in a whole different light. Then you will understand why gold is money, why the dollar is currency, and then you will run to us trying to get a Karatbars account. Yes, you might keep working, but you will do your Karatbars business on the side until the Karatbars income frees you. And all we're doing is getting people to save in gold. We're just getting people out of the scam. That's it. You ain't spending no money. Nobody spends any money in Karatbars. We just acquire assets, digital and physical. With that being said, family, I got to get ready for the power call. See y'all on the next stream, and be on and remember, we got Separation and Independent broadcast tomorrow night on YouTube Live and Facebook Live at 10 Eastern. And we also got tomorrow night our wealth building, Team Forward wealth building presentation at 7 Eastern time. So make sure if you want to learn more how we make money inside of this Karatbars ecosystem, be on that stream tomorrow night at 7 Eastern Standard Time. And if you want more information right now, if you're not in Karatbars, get back with the person that ever led you to Karatbars International. If you found it and heard it here from us on Team Forward, go to our website, www.forward.com, and somebody will get in touch with you briefly. With that being said, family, we will see y'all on the next stream. Out.